they didn't just start watching film on Alabama a few days ago. He said that Coach Oates used to come to his training camp when he was in Phoenix. They built that relationship. Coach Young has been watching this game for years, you guys. He's ready as he'll ever be.
In the East region, as Mog gives up the first one, can't get it to go. And here's Grant Nelson, who was at his best in the Sweet 16 last year, and he opens up the scoring. Offensive efficiency ratings, these are two top 15 teams. BYU 14th in the nation. Alabama #1 the last 2 years is Mark Sears. He'll be a featured performer. Mark Sears, Alabama's best player, and he checks Nell, and Nell knocks down the three, and that's how BYU opens up their scoring. Great compliment to Mark Sears, SEC all-freshman team. Philon gets stuck in traffic, and Trevin Nell just swipes it from him. Demon bounces one up ahead. Keita, little turnaround jump hook, and the friendly bounce.
But that time he assessed Omari where he was at, froze him a little bit, got the shot up. And speaking of which, if Grant can hit Nelson, Grant Nelson can hit that shot, as we've seen in the past, this is a different Bama team.
Saunders lays it in. And it happens in just over a minute. That's going to be the theme of this game. As Jimmy mentioned, withstanding the runs, a turnover. Saunders, head up. Leaves it for Nell. His good buddy lays it in, making a 9-0 BYU run. Up ahead, Nelson drops his shoulder, and that's going to be a goaltend. Up ahead, Nelson drops his shoulder, and that's going to be a goaltend. Now, Keita grabbed the rim.
Get out in front of the defense and get a goaltending, another 2 for Bama.
Bama averaged 90.8 points per game. As Saunders, that little push shot is good. BYU averaging just over 81 points per game this year. That was 26th in the country. Sears, the lefty, knifes a three-pointer. Set up beautifully by Mag. He's got a big smile on his face already.
As he should. Beautiful assist inside and right back at you. Well, he was good with that because it was made by Mark Sears, who's been shooting 33% over the last 5 games.
He's good with everything he does. Nell, he's off to a good start. Boy, this BYU team is well. They beat 4 top 25 teams in that stretch as well. They won 8 straight as Holloway comes on, the backup point guard.
At a nice clip shooting at 42%. The patience of Sears to set the defense to then get it to Holloway. Look at that drive right there.
Saunders, impressive.
That's right, much more. See, this BYU team is much more.
And these BYU players have adapted so well. Three-pointer flies from Aiden Sherrell. He's a big fella who can shoot it. The freshman out of Detroit. Demon, little turnaround, not there. And Marcus Sears on the run. Sears sets up Diabate. Both of these teams with big rotations. They both go deep. And Sears rattles in another three-pointer.
But watch the patience here. The quick push. You shrink the defense. Now you drive it. Sears able to square up. And that time, Mark Sears is the type of guy that can still be so effective when not making shots. But he's even better when he's able to knock it in like that.
Dallin Hall's shot. No good, but the follow widens his rotation on the bench. Dallin Hall cut off. Inside Traore. Oh, he's got a nice move. Goes up and under with the reverse. One of those experienced bench players for BYU. Extra pass. Aiden Holloway. He and Mark Sears have it cooking right now from beyond the arc. Wants to push. LeBaron Philon back on the floor. He'll fire up a three-pointer, and it's in. He thought he was fouled. It hit the glass. It was called either way, but it is just a turnover, and BYU turns it right back over. And on the run, Grant Nelson. Healthy and strong in their second-round matchup against St. Mary's. Alabama put 80 points on St. Mary's. That's tough to do. This came Keita drops one inside, and another bucket in the paint for BYU after picking up that foul, just his first foul. And more size on the floor now for Nate Oates and Stevenson. Saunders springs free, and that's what you're talking about, Jimmy, these out-of-bounds plays of calls that Kevin Young can go to, and the way BYU executes.
Special situations right there, good contest, but a better shooter. Backdoor cutting in Sears with enough of that. opportunity to take the lead, extend the lead, or come back in the game because of that.
Chris Youngblood rounds in a long three. No.
And that one was from deep by Youngblood, and Denman right there able to get it inside. Another short mid-range shot given up.
Sears has gone for 14 already. Got a big man on his hip. Now he finds Holloway. Three-pointer, no good. And an offensive rebound once again for Alabama. BYU had secured the last two, and Sears makes them pay.
The good teams usually play off 2 feet because he was able to use his pivot foot a couple times in place to get that shot up and in. And speaking of which, Youngblood, your 2 for my 3. Trust me, the game is much more physical than that offensive foul right there. Beautiful move.
Saunders will cross over and able to lay it in on Nelson. Shot clock ticks. Youngblood got to get a shot up. Cannot. Saunders moves it. Catchings wants it up top. Gets it up top and fires one down.
Patience of Saunders to allow Catchings to clear enough space before he threw it.
And now Kata with a block on Sears. Chance at the last shot here for BYU. They need it. Demon cross court, skips it, and it's blocked by Nelson. Now Alabama with a chance. Nelson, baseball throw. Morey was there, ready to fire that one down. Mag. And down in the corner, Nell. That's what they want. BYU, they live in those corners. He's talking on his way down. I mean, it's a big shot for BYU, Jim. Yeah, he looked at.
That Nell was right there in position to take that charge. Now zone defense underneath out of bounds.
Demon steals it. Up ahead, Saunders. And Saunders with a two-handed jam of his free throws tonight. Second half action, Sweet 16 game in the East Regional Semifinal as Demon gets all the way to the basket.
He's 1 for 2 this game.
Youngblood for 3. Missed it. And it's going to be another offensive rebound. Sets up Sears. Sears again makes him pay. Sears slips it right to Nelson up top. Wow, what a play. Amori with the flush. Is 21, Loyola Marymount. The Paul Westhead led Loyola Marymount. Turnover. Holloway behind the back. Sears for 3. Another one's good. Mark Sears having one of those nights. And the Crimson Tide are rolling now. 7 made threes for Sears.
As of right now, that is not the case for the SEC.
BYU in the danger zone here, trying to fight their way back. Saunders tough inside, lays it in. 63-49, they're up 14 in their biggest lead. And Youngblood misses a 3. Kata, and it's Nelson who secures it. Another offensive rebound for Bama. And Sears with a bad pass, turns it over. Nell gives it up. Here's Demon, drives, and one! Yegor Demon. Oh, there's a smoothness to his game. Demon's going to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
If I'm BYU, I'm continuing to drive to force Alabama to have to guard, or you can dribble drive and get a three-point shot. But that was the first time the deep penetration. And now BYU on an 8-0 run.
Demon knocks down his first 3. This crowd's starting to feel it a little bit. 63-55. It is 8. Holloway answers with a 3. Oh, with Sherrill. Here goes Demon. Demon fouled and one again. It's going to be free throws for the last 14 minutes. Yegor Demon probing. Here's Mack for 3. Oh, what a trip down the floor for BYU. The Cougars fighting their way back. Phylon kicks it to the corner. Here's Holloway for 3. Little sidestep 3. And again, Phylon delivers. Mag running the floor. BYU throws it away. Alabama's offensive rebounds are turning into points. Second chance points. It does. BYU's not, as Stevenson knifes his way in the first half. And Phylon missed it badly. Nelson, another offensive rebound. Holloway got another for Bama, and they're up 17 now. Biggest lead of the game. Baker with an answer on the other end. Some rare ball control here for Alabama. Youngblood steps into a three-pointer, got it. Sears Put it on a dime for him. And Diabate has it. Sears pushes. Holloway steps into a transition three, and another one is good.
He had already passed away at that time, but he was a part of that early system that now everyone plays.
Youngblood able to lay it
I
in.
looked up to him. I had posters in my bedroom, so he is living the dream. I know he'd like the result to be a little different, but this is what it's all about.
Thank you, Allie. As Mark Sears hits another three. Sears has tied the Alabama NCAA tournament record. He's one away from setting it by himself. As Matt comes back, answers with a three-pointer.
But it's 22 assists right now by the Crimson Tide.
No look by Sears. Youngblood hits a corner three. BYU's worst nightmare here. 21 made threes. And an answer for a three-pointer on the other end. Make away from the NCAA tournament record. Sears has it tied. This is for the record for himself, Mark Sears.
So they are human. I mean, it seemed like everything was going in, and now you got a chance to get it back.
Sears leaves it up top. Morey saves it, gets it back. Sears, number 10. Incredible scoring performance tonight. Saunders got it. Right into the Final Four last year. Cada got it.
Well, but a lot of it, too, and this is not taking anything away from BYU, is who you play.
In an NCAA tournament game. No one's ever done that. Cada gets it inside, dunks it down.
Well, I mean, and as disappointing as it's been for BYU, a big core of your group is coming back in another three in the corner by Alabama. So.
And UNC, and he decides to go to BYU.
Well, what I love about Kevin Young is his
4 key players into staying before he even went out, and brought in some key players. And certainly whether Yegor Demon stays or goes will be a major question for BYU as Saunders gets the steal and the layup. Program on the rise for sure, and a talented young coach. First chance at a D1 job as Traore knocks one in for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Sherrill hits another three. Might as well. By the way, they changed that shot by Holloway to a 2-point.
They got up 50 of them things, you know?
Here's Nell. And that'll do it. An incredible record-setting performance by the Alabama